It's time for a trade and get paid. Forex forecast. It's raining pips out here.
What's going on, guys? It's Joe Giunta with Trend Trading Academy. I'm here to help you trade and get paid. Got another Forex forecast for Sunday, May 29th. And it's actually got some interesting stuff I want to show you here. So let's jump right into it. Last week, I showed you how basically this move was going sideways here. And I showed you that, essentially we had a golden zone that we looked to pull back to and potentially take off down from there. That's exactly what it did. We also thought it could potentially have some upside to it, but ultimately it pulled back and broke the golden zone, and it started to retest down here. Now, as the week closed, you can see that it did not set a new lower low. It kind of tested this area right here. So it will be interesting to see how the week opens, if it does push down lower as the week opens. If we so the first target for the week right here is going to be this. This is literally the first target for the week. We need to see if it sets a new low or if it rejects that and just continues up higher. So that's going to be interesting to see. And there's a reason why. Because essentially what we saw here was we saw some sideways movement that was broken to the downside. Now, we also understand that waves have waves within them, right? So inside of a wave is more waves. Inside of one wave, you might have multiple waves. And so, looking at a 30-minute chart versus looking at a 4-hour chart, 1 hour, whatever, is going to show you different information. And so what we saw was sideways movement right here, and it broke to the downside. Now, why is this level here critical? Let me put that line back for you. This line here is critical because we want to know if it's going to set a new low. If it goes beyond this low, that is significant, and here's the reason why. Because while we did see this as a sideways move, however, let me show you something a little bit bigger. Sometimes you got to zoom out. And when you zoom out, look at that. You're actually just testing the low of a much larger sideways movement. And so I showed you in another video how, this consolidation here, why is it consolidation? Because it's coming together, okay? And essentially what you're seeing here is price is starting to get smaller and smaller in between the lows and the highs. And so eventually that will break out. Now, we had a move to the upside on a inverse head and shoulders. We saw that. We caught that together as a team. And then we had this big up move as the second half of that head and shoulders. And since then, it's just been going sideways. And so, you're talking about, this is literally been going since almost the beginning of the month, May 9th or something like that. So we're talking 3 weeks of sideways movement here. And each week it's just kind of going from low to high to low to low to high to high to low. And so here we are, and we saw price come down and get into that low zone here. And taking the strategy I showed you the other day on my channel, if you haven't seen that, make sure you go and check that out. Taking that strategy, we're in the lower half of our quadrant. We're in the lower half of this zone here. And so we would not really want to try to sell right now because it could, not a long-term sell anyway, maybe scalp, but not a long-term sell because essentially it's, it could just retest and go up. So what we really want to see here is how does price react at the beginning of the week? That's really going to be the all-important thing. If price ends up coming and breaking this low right here, then there's only one structure level right here to contend with before a major drop off. So if that happens, we're talking about, big move to the downside. So be on the lookout for that to happen. And the other thing is that if price does reject here and does not push up, or does not push down, I'm sorry. If it does not push down, then the other thing would be we need to look and see how it reacts at the midpoint, right? Right in that 50 area. And if it's going to push up, we think it's going to push up like into this structure right here, right? Right into this level right here. So if that's the case, then we should be seeing how the week's going to open. Does the week open like this? Does the week push straight up? Or does price come back down and test that low to see the major breakout? So either way, we're okay. We like whatever is going to happen, but what we're looking at is major structure level that has to be tested, that has to be confirmed for us. And once direction is confirmed, then we have a beautiful week ahead of us. So first things first, let's see how price reacts at that low level. And if we start to see the bulls take over, we're going to want to see right in this level right here, right in that level right there is what we're going to be looking at, right in the 177 area. And so that's where we're at. So great way to open the week. Got a lot to look forward to. Here's your areas that you're really looking for immediate moves for. And I hope this helps, guys. So if this brought you value, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you want to become a student, I have class tonight. I'm going to be doing a very much in-depth version of a Forex forecast. So I'd love to see you on there. All you got to do is go to trendtrading.academy to become a student. I'll see you guys in the next video.